This is verse 46 of the 13th chapter, the Gospel of Matthew, in the midst of the parable that Jesus is telling about a merchant who dealt in pearls and came across a very expensive one and apparently could get it at a bargain, so that was exactly what he seems to be doing. This is, of course, one of several parables Jesus tells to highlight the character of the kingdom. So we have this fellow who's already found the pearl in the preceding verse, and then Huron. This is from heurisco, I find. This is an aorist active participle, masculine, singular, nominative, so it goes along with the subject of the sentence. Having found, aorist, but, postpositive, but having found. Hina is an adjective, it means one. Another adjective here, polutimon. This is the word of great price. It's another adjective. We would say simply expensive. So one expensive, actually very expensive, would be the idea. The polu gives you that idea. One very expensive margariton or margaritane, one expensive pearl. So he found this pearl, is sometimes called of great price. Having found it, apaelthon, he went away. Aperkamai is the underlying verb here. This is the aorist participle. And having gone away, peprochen. This is from peprosco. It means I sell. It's in the perfect here, and it has the idea of a complete liquidation. It's even more dramatic than the word that was used earlier, poleo. You may recall in verse 44. This is a word that has to do with virtually just getting rid of everything, and it remains sold. The perfect conveys that idea. So it really is Jesus' way of communicating the vast importance of this one thing that's been found, which really negotiates the value of everything else in comparison to it. So he went and sold panta. It's an adjective, all. Hosa will generally introduce the idea of contingency. Sometimes introduces the subjunctive, not here, but it can. So all things whatsoever, ekein, from echo I have. It's actually the imperfect. So he went and sold everything that he was owning. All of it is the idea. Kai agorasin, from agoradzo. It's, of course, the word agora, the marketplace. He went and sold everything and bought autain, or auton rather, this pearl. So once again, as was the case with the man who found a treasure in the middle of a field, this particular merchant who was actually looking, he's more kind of deliberative in this process, finds the one pearl, the one that exceeds all others, and if he sells everything he has, he can get a hold of it. Of course, Jesus is speaking in vast terms here because he wants to communicate just how deeply important and valuable is a discovery of the kingdom, and how everything else in life becomes less important, indeed worthy of negotiating away, just to have this one great and important treasure.